Hi, YouTube family. It's me again. Just want to do a quick video again and give you all a little quick little update um, regarding the federal employee situation. Um, as you all know, there's a lot going on about the federal employees, and uh, as far as no telework and no remote um, telework agreements. And before we get into that, I showed a brief video. I'm going to show a brief video before I start talking to you all and show you my working conditions and what do I have to go into every day. But yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. Okay. Um, the situation, like I was saying, the situation is not good for some people. Um, well, it's not good for for any of us. There's no ideal situation. I guess the ideal situation, we should be grateful that we have a job, and I'm not complaining. I am grateful that I have a job because some people, you know, may be forced out, myself included. I don't know. I could be on a chopping block, but the conditions that some of us have to go back to, and I know I'm not by myself in this. It's the working conditions are horrible. And it's been that way for a while. So a lot of us were glad when we were given the option, to work from home. Now, I did have to go in um, one day a week, so I wasn't totally 100% working from home all the time. But now they're starting, excuse me, starting today, which is Wednesday when I'm recording this video. We have to go in every day now, so 5 days a week, which is fine. I mean, I'm not complaining, but what I'm complaining about is the working conditions. It's pretty bad. And I showed you all the clip of the bathrooms. They clean maybe once a week. It doesn't look like they clean. I don't know what they clean with. They clean with dirt. I don't know. It's it looks pretty bad. We have like ceiling tiles that have a lot of, I guess, where it leaked, so there's water stains on them. So which with water there's mold, and above where I sit, there I showed you the vent. It's like mold around it. Who knows what kind of you know, health problems that could cause me down the road, being exposed to that every day. When I was coming in once a week, it wasn't as bad. To me, I didn't think anything of it. I said, okay, I'm only exposed once a week. Not too big of a deal, but now I'm going to be exposed to that every day, you know? So, and then some people don't have an office to go to. Some people, there's no space. Um, and they have to coordinate and get a space. There's like a waiting list for space available to a lot of these places. Um, with people who were on, and I don't know if you all know the difference, but with telework, there's a difference between telework and then remote work. Remote work is when you go into a contract and you sign a contract that you're going to be working remotely, um, meaning you can work anywhere. Um, you're not tied down or you have to work to any one particular place. Whereas telework, you're usually based out of a military installation and you're assigned to that installation, and then you're granted telework. You can work from home. Okay. Um, so the issue I think with a lot of people are having problems are the remote workers. And I think if they live the new rule today, unless it changes, if you live within a 50-mile radius, you have to report to the nearest military installation near you, close to you. And then if you live more than 50 miles away, um, then that's going to be determined at a later date. Arrangements have to be made. Your leadership are going to have to make some type of arrangements for you to go somewhere to come in to work. Oh, it's something else. But that's the latest. And again, I'm grateful to have a job to go to, even though the conditions are less than ideal, should I say? Yeah. Also, with the commute, some people, like I said, if they live within 50 miles, they have a long commute. They're going to have to commute. And then I don't know if any of you are familiar with military installations. Um, there is a point of entry, so there's like a gate which separates the military installation from the outside world. So, in order to gain access, you have to have an ID, some sort of ID that says you belong there or that you can access and come in inside the gate. So, they would either be military personnel with a military ID, their spouses, dependents, um, and then you have your civilian workers, which we have civilian IDs. Some of us have both. I have military and because I'm a military spouse, so I have military and civilian ID. So you need some type of ID to get onto the base. Okay. And in the mornings, when everybody, all these people are brought back and everybody's trying to go to work and everybody's trying to get on the base, that's going to cause a backup. And I experienced that this morning. Traffic was just backed up for miles. So you're sitting there waiting to gain access to get through the gate. And it could take you anywhere from 25, 30 minutes. Okay. That 25, 30 minutes, I could have been at home and I could have had a whole lot done. I could have had a whole lot of work done, within that 25, 30 minutes. But, the people that are making these rules, they're not looking at that. They don't care. They just want you, they want a butt in the seat. They just want you there to come in no matter what. So, you look at it from productivity standpoint, that's, we're not going to be very productive, you know, with this coming in for the traffic backup. And then once you get inside the gate and you get to your, if you can find a parking spot, if you work somewhere where, the parking is um, at a premium, meaning you can't find parking, um, then, there's another issue that comes up there, finding parking. But luckily where I work, the parking is not a problem. But then once you find your parking, that's more time spent, all right, trying to find parking, another 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long it takes you to find parking. Then you get to your desk, and this is the fun part. You get to see all your co-workers that you haven't seen in a while, and everybody, we all want to chit chat, right? You want to catch up, and you want to, talk with your friends, and that's my favorite part. I like that. I like catching up and talking to people. But again, am I being productive? No, but nobody cares. Nobody cares about that, right? So productivity goes out the window, with this new setup and everybody coming back to the office, which is fine, I guess. Nobody cares about that. They just want us all back, so they say, back into the office so that we can, what they say, have camaraderie and a connection and a sense of, I guess, like a sense of being in a group, where you collect ideas, collaboration. That's where I'm looking for. Where you all can sit around and collaborate. Okay, well, I can sit around and collaborate with the best of them, 2, 3, 4 hours. I mean, I'm not getting, I'm not being productive, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not getting productive work done, but I'm collaborating. I'm, chit chatting with my coworkers and, people I haven't seen in a while, but I guess that's what they want. So I guess they don't care about productivity. They just want us to all collaborate and have camaraderie. So I accomplished that today. So I'm just trying to, I guess, trying to make sense of it all, and I don't want to make light of, people who, and myself could be included, people who could be in jeopardy of, losing their job or their positions and things like that. Um, it's tough. We got some tough roads ahead. So I don't know what the future holds. All I can do is hope for the best. But folks, it is what it is. I mean, it's nothing I can do about it. So yeah. Um, I was gonna say something, I lost my train of thought. When they were talking about Oh yeah, that's another thing they're talking about. They're leading it up to each agency and their leadership to determine where I guess positions can be cut, where they can start. I guess get rid of positions, get rid of people. So that's the next thing they're looking at. Once they get the people who volunteer to do the resignation, to get those folks out of the way, then I think the next step is going to be each agency has to determine how they're going to reduce their workforce. So they're going to start looking at slashing slots and positions. So that's on the table. And they're also, I think, with the resignation, they're also going to offer um, early retirement to people, and hopefully they'll have enough, with that group for people. If they're eligible, they'll go ahead and retire or they'll resign. I don't want to resign, obviously, but I don't fall into the category. I'm not eligible for the early retirement either. I think I'm about a year away from it. Um, but I don't even know if I was eligible, if I would do it. I would just have to look at the pros and cons more closely. But for everybody out there who's facing these major decisions, I think I put a video out the other day about that, about federal employees are in trouble. Um, there's a lot, to consider. So I just hope everybody, makes the best decision for themselves and for their families. So, folks, I'll go ahead and leave you all with that. And I appreciate you watching me. And I wish you would, if you can, please comment and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And hope you all have a good day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Upload of some footage of where I work, but I decided against that because I don't want to get myself in trouble. Sorry, but if you watch it in, I really appreciate it. But again, I apologize. I'm not going to be able to show you that footage. Thank you.